Alright. Welcome to another one about my Stumps World of Tanks Xbox One replays. I'm in the Awful Waffle Jr. We are on Ruinberg. And, yeah, this is one of those games where I was having an okay game. And then I was like, darn it, I screwed the pooch on that one, didn't I? So, yeah, it starts off pretty slow. Not a lot going on, trying to decide, how the people are going to play out, so I give a focus attention there, and yeah, at this point in the map, in the game, I'm like, screw it, there's no sense, and I'm going to go down that corner and hope for the best, because not many people pulled out that way, but now we got a tiger going down that way, so it's like, it could be an iffy situation, maybe. Not sure yet. Sorry about that. I had to mute the mic for a second. A very horrible mute on this thing, because when you mute it, it goes click. So, yeah, anyways. We're going to move down the, down around H2, somewhere in that ballpark. G2, G1. See what we can come up with. We got two artilleries. They're in game chat there, and they're like, screw it. We're gonna shotgun something. So, yeah, it's not looking to be a great game, but yeah, whatever. I stop here and back up here and see if maybe I've never stopped here to look, so I have no idea whatsoever if I can see anything down there. Negatory. Nothing for me down that alleyway. So we're gonna pull forward again here and see if we can help out these guys. There's a few people down in the corner. There goes our floating rock that Wargaming still hasn't fixed. There's a light tank coming over there. Tiger, nothing too horrible yet. Gets spotted by the light tank, but at that point, the only people down in that corner are the artilleries. And I'm like, shit. Alright, let's go see if I can help the artilleries. They wanted a shotgun, they get their chance. But I figured I'll come around and see if I can help them. Right, pull around. As I pull around, one gets taken out. I take a big 560 out of the bulldog. And then he does shotgun him, so hey. Power to the artillery, right? Sorry again, I've got the coughs. Alright, we're going to set up right here. We see an object. Try to throw one at him. That didn't work out good. Ended up aiming at the artillery, not the artillery, the T-28 instead. Not that I wanted to, but the auto lock locked on him. There's that object. We'll take 564 out of him. And I'm still wondering where their artillery is, but nothing's come in over here yet, so... Ooh, and our artillery puts a big chunk into him. Try to back up. Let's see if I can get the kill shot. Affirmative. He's out of the game. The new patch notes are out, and supposedly they fixed the sound deal with the objects. Object 430s. So hopefully that's fixed, because that gets annoying. Thump every 2 seconds here, and a freaking one of those fire, and they're not even near you. Alright, we took out one of those tanks. The T-28 moved over. I'm going to regret not putting some shots into him. But as of right now, I don't know that. No, there's two artillery. Oh, get out of the way. Oh, and they both come in and kill our tiger. They both shot. So guess what? I throw an auto lock and miss. I screwed the pooch there. But I'm sure one of them's going to pop back out to shoot at me. I'm going to reload much before they do. And there we go. One of them gone. Now the other one's reloaded now. And I doubt he's just going to pull out. He's going to pull out, back up, and hope that I get spotted. And hopes, if I get spotted, he'll be able to lob run right into my head. From that distance, he shouldn't miss. But I'm not moving. I know that my camo probably doesn't have any effect at this point, but there is a bush there. So, with him being, like I said, I believe backed up, and me being where I am, I was just going to sit there. But then something comes over and spots me. This little bastard in the tiger with no health left. And right now I'm expecting that artillery to plop one right on my head, because I'm sure he can get in over this little mound. I don't know why he didn't. I'm trying to back up enough so if he does splash the corner there that it doesn't take me out. But still, he still hasn't fired at me. So maybe he moved. But I've got to take out this Tiger because he's doing cap. And then the S-51 fires and misses. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I screwed the pooch on that one again. That was a spray and pray. But I got to reset the cap, so I got to come out. Reloaded, come out. Finish him off, take him out of the cap. There's only 2 of us left. So it's now 2-on-6. Time to get out of dodge. Because that artillery knows exactly where I am. And eventually he is going to try to lob a snapshot in there. And just, you know, even just track me, whatever. Anything you can do. Tank to my left, come around the corner. I take one, but finish him off. So now it's 2-on-5. Still waiting for that artillery to lob one in my head. And I get pinged again. So something's looking at me. I have no idea where it is. Oh, there he is. Right in front of me. Here he comes. Another E-75. And I rock him. But he sinks one into me. Couldn't get that word out. I'm going to reload before he does. And, you know, I have nothing to lose. And, of course, I freaking bounce. Are you fucking kidding me? But I go through the top plate. I bounce off his lower plate, but go through his top plate, which is angled more. Yeah. Alright, World of Tanks. I'm telling you, the RNG on this game, I don't know if I haven't only played the computer a little bit, but the RNG on this version of this game is so screwed up. But there's our artillery. Oh, I thought he would have fired at me, but he didn't. I don't know why. I don't know why he's taking his sweet time. Still hasn't fired. He decides to move, I guess. And I finish him off. Now it's 2-on-1. So, but I don't have any health left. You know, it's just one of those things. I mean, but I came into this game a couple minutes into it thinking, oh, we aren't going to win anyway, so screw it. But I'm going to move, try to get away from where I was. There's no bushes or anything back here to hide in, but I'm off in the corner somewhat, and if I can get turned around, if anything comes at me from this end, I should be okay. But yeah, back to the RNG. I was in a tank the other day. I think I was in the 113, and I went to put a shot into the side of a T-54, the Tier 9 there, T-54E1, and he got tracked right, I mean, from here to the map boundary. I mean, he was so close, and he got tracked. He had one shot left. Since he got I was following him, and since he got tracked, oh, and of course my shot there misses. Of course it does. There's RNG screwing me. But anyways, back to my story. Because he got tracked, I took my sweet time, aimed right into right above his track, towards the engine bay, and it bounced off. Now, the T-54E1, or whatever, I think has, what, 70 millimeters of armor, 60-70, ballpark in the side. The 113 has a gun that does 240 pen, and it just bounced off. That's RNG. It should never happen. It should never happen. He wasn't moving. I wasn't turning my turret. I aimed right in, let it aim all the way in, and it bounced off. There's no way that should ever happen. It's just, you know. But anyways, we're down 2-on-1. What to do, what to do. Well, right now, that was my first big mistake of this right here. Well, I only get a couple because I'm going to be killed. There's been a couple mistakes, but I know that the other tank was headed through the cap circle, and I assumed he was coming up the G, H, 2, J, 3, whatever line, so I wanted to get away from him. Right here, what I should have done was gone to the left of this bank and gone around behind this T-29. But he's going to come out, and I'm hoping I can just put one shot into him. Just one. And then I get pounded. So, yeah, the other guy's there. There's nothing I can do about it. He's at a point where he got a shot on me, and that's going to be it. Like I said, I should have looped to the left. And if I put a couple shots into that T-28 earlier, it would have been much better. But it is what it is. I ended up with 6 kills 10 penetrations, just shy of 3,000 damage, 1,700 XP. Looking back at the video, if I had gone left around that, I would have come in behind the T-29 and possibly, I probably wouldn't have bounced, but at least I would have a chance of maybe putting one into the T-29. Who knows? I could have, from the back, I could have, you know, destroyed his ammo rack. Who knows? I just should have went left. 1 for 350 out of the S-51, 1 for 316 out of the GW Tiger, 1 for 560 out of the Bulldog. Object 416, 2 for 679, took him out of the game. Tiger, 1 for 73, took him out of the game. Ooh, 73. Another Tiger, 3 for 682, took him out of the game. I mean, E75. Tiger 2, 1 for 328. Yeah, I ended up at the top of the list. 3,000 damage. Yeah, as you can see, my team was a bunch of mushroom brains. They just... When 8 to 10 of your tanks don't even do 1,000 damage, when 8 of them or so are under 500... teams like this just, that's another thing. And this game could have so much possibilities. It's like crack to many of us that play it. It's like, but I constantly get teams like this. And if I'm not on this team, I'm on the other team that rolls all over this team. And it's just, I don't know why Wargaming won't at least just try to tweak the matchmaking system. So, you know, okay, how about this? How about 10 of the 15 tanks are based on your win percentage? How about that? I know why they don't. They want you to have teams like this constantly, so they can keep you at this place where you're like, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta get a better tank. Because you think a better tank's gonna make it better. Better tank, no matter how good of a tank you have, you are not gonna win when the other team does 8,000 damage and your team does 3,000 damage, and you're the one tank that has to do the other 5,000. It just sucks, but it is what it is. You know, it's World of Tanks, right? 15 shots fired, 10 hits, 10 penetrations, 3,000 damage. Yeah, didn't bounce any shots. Go figure. This tank doesn't bounce shots. It's a guaranteed pen. But anyways, you know, I'll stop rambling. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what I did right, tell me what I did wrong, and remember, when you're on that battlefield, don't be a dipstick. Shoot the red ones.